and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is B and I am a knitting pattern designer trying to make the funkiest wardrobe possible. Today though, we're not particularly focusing on knitting. The focus is going to be more so on sewing. So at the moment, I am working on a few patterns. I've got a few things going on at the moment. I've got the wavelength cardigan. It's in testing at the moment. I'm currently writing up the Tutti Frutti tea pattern, and well, I'm kind of knitting up the last sample. It's pretty much written already, just needs to be tech edited, and I'm writing up my tattoo cardigan pattern as well. So I've got a lot of pattern writing going on, so I thought it'd be quite nice to do some instant gratification through the medium of sewing. Although gratification might be a bit of a strong word, because as much as I love sewing and I love the outcome, it is the hobby that I have that frustrates me the most. Probably because I'm not as good at sewing as I am knitting, so I find that frustrating if I'm not instantly good at everything, but we have to persevere. I need to stop doing things where I just start hobbies and then give up. But have purchased a few patterns. Just to preface this first pattern actually, James and I just moved into this new flat in Australia. We have been having a lovely time doing it up, filling it up with lots of cozy stuff, nice lighting, plants, blah, blah, blah. But the walls are still a little bit blank. And because it was a furnished place, it came with a lot of art already on the walls, but it was an Airbnb previously. So all of the art is just quite generic and boring, and I want to replace it, but a lot of things are like stuck down to the walls with those Velcro strips, and I'm worried that if we rip them off, that all of the paint's going to come off basically. So this first project is basically a solution to this. Above the sofa, we've got some artwork. We also have a hook above that that the landlord has already put in. So what I want to do is make this quilt. It's called the Hurry Home Quilt. I'll put a proper picture in. But it's a super, super cute quilt. I have always wanted to try quilting since I started sewing. I just think it's so, so adorable and lovely. I would love to make some blankets, love to make some tapestry sort of things. And that's what the aim is for that one. So that is going to hang above the sofa, hopefully. Next up, and this one's a maybe, I'm not sure if I'll get around to this one, the Henrietta skirt. Oh, both of these, the Hurry Home Quilt and the Henrietta skirt, are by Spaghetti Western Sewing, who is a really cool brand. But yeah, Henrietta skirt is another one that I want to do. Again, I'll put some pictures up. I just really like the waist detail. I think it's really interesting. And yeah, I want some more skirts. And then last but not least, a tried and true favourite. So I have made a good few lane pants before, especially with my recreating Pinterest outfit videos. My gingham trousers, for example, I wear those all the time. So I know I like the way that they fit, but I have some Gap jeans that are barrel leg in style. And I basically want to try and recreate the darts on the legs of those jeans on the lane pants so that I can create another sort of barrel leg jean. That is the plan. We'll see if I can get around to all of that or if I get too frustrated and I just give up. Who knows? But I have been to Spotlight, which is Australia's big craft store basically. It's like Hobbycraft in the UK or what would have been Joann's in the US. So I went there, I got a load of quilting stuff, I got a load of fabric, and I'm pretty much ready to start now. So let me show you my sewing corner. Here we are. I've got my lovely pink sewing machine here, which I love. And I didn't realise how pink this entire corner is until I got that sewing machine. But essentially yesterday, as you can see here, I just got some really basic tools. Tape measure, scissors, pins. I got these for quilting just to help me cut straight. Got my cutting mat. And then over there, you can see that I cut out all of the pattern pieces. So yesterday in Hobbycraft, as I said, I got some of the fabrics. I got this quilting cotton in just a cream because I wanted the background to be relatively plain because I got all of these colours for the houses. And this is probably too much fabric, but I can always make more. I think I might try and get started on the quilt first and foremost. I'm just so excited to try it out. I have cut out all of my little squares that I need to cut out of fabric, and I can just get started now, I think. I reckon there's going to be a lot of trial and error and a lot of reading instructions for this because, yeah, as I said, I have never quilted before. I think it's going to be a steep learning curve. But I'm all for trying new skills. It's got to be done. I'm a little bit busy this morning, but this afternoon, we're gonna get going. Hello, hello. Sorry for being horribly backlit, but it's the only angle I can really manage in this little walkway. But as you might be able to see, what's this? That's Paxton. He is our foster greyhound. He's an ex-racer, bless him. We just picked him up from the shelter. And he is going to be with us for a while we teach him how to be a pet. We actually got him a couple of days ago, and I started this a couple of days ago, but because his bed is in that corner and he's been quite stressed the last couple of days, I didn't want to make loads of noise with the machine. But he has really opened up today. He's gotten a lot more confident. He's been walking around a lot more, coming to us, and I have given the machine a few little goes just to test out if he's fine with it, and he just didn't bat an eyelid. No. So yeah, literally all I managed to do the other day was these little squares. That is it. So I am just going to continue on with the instructions and I'll just update you as I go. I'm going to try and make this first house and then it's just a matter of rinse and repeat. That's it. Look. Oh my god, how cute are they? Oh, sorry, it's a bit dark in here, isn't it? So we have got 2 squares finished, 2 houses. Here we go. They're not perfect by any means, but for my first ever bit of quilting, I am so happy with them. They are so funky. This was my very first one. You can see it's a little bit wonky here. Some of the things don't perfectly match up. Oops. And I seem to have a problem with this bit of roof in particular, or like the, what are these called? Half fold square or something? I don't know what they're called. Yeah, I'm having trouble lining those up perfectly, but we've got a few other squares to make anyway, so we can see if we improve. But these are so addicting to make. It's so satisfying watching everything just build up. I think I have unlocked a new hobby. This is going to be a new thing for me. I am so excited by all the possibilities. Also, this is my colour scheme. I chose this one. And this is James's one. Tell him good job, James. Very well done. So as you can see, I've got lots of different colours for the houses and then this is the background. So it's plain background while also having very funky house colours, which I am super happy with. But I thought I would show you where it's going to go. This is the sofa, nice rug, blah, blah, blah. And then this, oops. Yeah, that's the artwork. It's Velcroed, like command strip Velcroed down, which is super annoying because I don't want to rip it off and then take all the paint off. But, ooh, just there, can you see? That's a nail. So the fact that there is a nail there basically means that what I'm going to try and do is hang my tapestry off of that nail, but I'm assuming I'm going to need some sort of a rod or a piece of wood to go at the top of the tapestry and then I'll make little loops to hang the tapestry off of. That is the plan so far, and then there'll just be one hook in the middle. I'm thinking that's the best way to go about it considering we only have one hook. In an ideal world, I would have 2 or more. to support the whole tapestry, but with a bit of wood I think it should be fine. It should spread the load all right. I don't know how many houses I'm going to make. I think I'm going to start with making 6 because I'm unsure whether I want to put them directly next to each other or have a blank square in between them and space them out a bit more. I don't know what would have the most impact. I think spacing them out because then you can appreciate them a bit more. I might just do a bit of maths because what I'm thinking is do house, blank square, house, blank square. Oh wait, no. Do you know what? We're just going to cross that road when we come to it. I'm just going to keep on making squares for the moment. Okay, so it is the next day. I boshed out a lot of the patches yesterday, a lot of the squares, and I think I just about finished 5 yesterday. And I reckon it takes me like half an hour per square situation, and I was cutting out as I went as well, so really not that bad. And it went so, like, it didn't feel like a long time either. I just really enjoy it. Something about patchworking and quilting, well, actually I haven't started quilting yet. Something about patchworking really works both sides of my brain at the same time, the puzzle side of things and then the creativity side of things. I really enjoy it. I now have all 6 of my houses done. I think I'm just going to do this, and my provisional plan is I am going to cut these down just so that they're even because there's a bit of crookedness to some of them. So they're going to be 9 inches by 9.5 inches, and then in between each of the houses I'm going to have a blank square because I don't want them all too close because I think that crowds them and then they don't stand out as much, in my personal opinion. So I'm going to put blank squares in between them, which means I need 2 in between. So I'm going to need it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28 9 by 9.5 squares. We'll see. I hope I have enough fabric. Next steps, I need to go to the craft store. I need to go back to Spotlight because I need to get a walking foot and I need to get some adhesive spray so that I can spray, once I've sewed all of this together, spray this onto the wadding and that onto the backing. And then while I'm at it, I need to go to the pet store next door to get Paxton some nice rubber toys because he has been shredding his soft ones up. But he's been really good. He does not mind the sound of the sewing machine at all. Like, his bed is literally at 2 meters over there, so he's very well behaved. But yes, I'm going to head to the craft store now, and fingers crossed I can get what I need. Hello, I have returned, and as always I bought a bit more than I set out to. I got my presser foot and I got the adhesive, which is great, but I also got this really cute little craft chest. So that's in the corner of my little sewing area and I'm so happy with the way it's turning out. It's just so cozy in this little nook and very colourful, which I enjoy. But I have now got everything I need to pretty much finish this blanket. I also got some more bias binding that was a bit thicker because I have the thin stuff, just in case it's a bit thick, and some thread to match as well. So should have all the bits and bobs now. So what I am going to get to doing is trimming the houses and then measuring them up one final time and cutting out 28 white squares. That's the plan. It's going to end up being quite a sizable tapestry, which is fun. Very, very fun. So let's get cutting. Look what I've got to show for myself. Look, James. Yeah. Do you love it, James? James, do you love it? Yeah. So, front bit of the quilt, done. Hardest bit, I think. So now, what I'm gonna do, I've got my wadding here, I've gone for a wool, just because it was pre-packaged, so I thought it was gonna be easiest. And I am just going to lay out on the floor, get my backing, lay that out too on this carpet. Actually no, I'm going to do my backing first. I'm going to lay the backing out and then I will lay this on top. So let's get the backing, shall we?
Free flowing, sailing with the wind, not knowing how this story ends. Kind and brave, I know you'll find a way. Live your truth and good will come to you. Home, sweet home. Home, sweet home.
Sorry if you can hear some background noise, the dishwasher's running, but the tapestry is officially finished. But I'm afraid you don't get to see it until the end of the video, until the grand reveal. It is a new day. It is the last day of the Christmas holidays. I've got to go to work tomorrow, but I'm thinking I've had a very lazy day today and I've been very, very tired because a certain someone, Paxton, was up at 4 in the morning pacing around. So we were up, letting him out, blah, blah, blah. I'm very tired. So I think I'm just going to get a start on the lane pants and just see how far I can get. I want to cut it out today at the very least and maybe start sewing it. I'm just going to go for lane pants because that's the pattern I already know. I don't really have the brain power right now to try something new. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to give the jeans a go. I have got the pattern pieces already cut out. That's all done and sorted. So now I just need to cut the actual fabric. That is all. So I am going to do that now. That's it. I'm so tired. I'm knackered. But that's okay because he's very, very sweet. I don't mind being tired for him. Let's get cutting up the pieces. Oh, actually, I haven't even showed you the fabric yet. So it is just a denim. It's this like black wash denim. I do not have a pair of black jeans or anything at the moment, so I wanted to use those. I also no longer have an overlocker that I have left back home, so I am going to have to do some sort of sewing machine finishing technique. I'm thinking potentially French seams, but I don't want to add loads of bulk into an already bulky fabric. So who knows? We're going to cross that bridge when we come to it. Don't have to deal with that right now. Let's get started. Okay, so status update. I have spent the last couple of days working on the jeans and I decided to go with finishing all of the seams with French seams, which I have to say is a lot more time consuming, but I thoroughly enjoy it. And I have been top stitching as I go. I have just really enjoyed this project. It's been like the first project where I'm actually really pleased with the finishing of everything. Like normally I just rush it because with sewing I'm a lot more about the end product than with knitting, where I like the process. But with this project I feel like I've already turned a corner in that I have been enjoying the entire process, which is nice. So this is them at the moment. We've got our pockets and we've got 2 legs. I have also done the darts. I don't know if you can see just here, 2 darts to make it more of a barrel leg. And as you can see here, I've got, I sewed the wrong sides together here and I just need to put it right sides facing together and then sew back over that. But that should be all good. So I think I'm pretty close to this. I basically just need to cut a lot of length off of the legs because they're really long at the moment, hem them, put 1 more dart from the knee to the bottom hem, and then elastic. And we are done with these. I'm hoping to finish those tonight. And yesterday I started up another little project. I think I'm going to put the Henrietta skirt on hold because I think I've had my fill with sewing. And it wouldn't be a video on this channel without a bit of knitting, would it? As you have seen, we have lovely Paxton. He is a foster. So I thought it'd be really nice to make him something. So I'm making him a little bandana that basically just says adopt me on it. This is the chart you can see there. And that line marks my progress. I started this up yesterday and it has been super fast. So just need to do the little adopt bit. When I finish the adopt word, I'm basically just going to backwards loop cast on a little bit either side. So then it's just like a little tie that goes around his neck. So it's not too bulky because it is very warm here at the moment. But yeah, I just thought that'd be nice for him to have a little adopt me bandana when we go out on walks, so that people can ask us about it and stuff. So those are the 2 projects I'm working on and I'm hoping to finish them both today. I'm going to work on this mostly because it is 36 degrees today. If I finish this and get it blocking, it could be dry in about an hour. So I'm going to get on with this and fingers crossed I can finish it in a couple hours maybe. Oh, that was a big one. well, well. We only went and bloody did it. As you can see behind me, I've got my lovely quilt. Don't look too closely, there are mistakes, but I'm very much a good enough kind of person, not very much a perfectionist. And to be honest, for my first quilt ever, I am so incredibly happy with it. And I feel like it just brightens up the space loads. It makes it feel a lot more cozy and homemade. Really enjoyed this, and I really want to make some more fibre art for hanging around the house. I think that would be absolutely lovely. But I could not be happier with this quilt. The entire process was so fun. It was so nice to learn something new. I would highly recommend, if you have a sort of puzzly brain and also creative brain, this is for you. I implore you to give it a go. It was so fun. I also managed to finish the bandana. That only took me like 2-3 hours just because it was very small, and then I basically just made some ties to tie it around his neck. But he looks very, very handsome in it, and I'm hoping that it's just going to get him a bit more traction when he's out and about walking, make him look a bit friendlier hopefully. Because he's a foster, we have to have him on a muzzle. It's just the law around here. So yeah, I'm just worried that people think he looks a bit scary, and a little bandana will soften him up a bit, looks wise. He's very, very sweet. Come here. Hello. Oh, look at that. Don't you look smart? I think he looks very, very handsome, and I hope you do too. But it was a super, super quick project. One that you could finish in a day really, and yeah, I just think he looks ever so handsome in it. Okay, here's my little shadow. Come on then. And then last, but certainly not least, we have these trousers. Oh, it's really hard. I'm gonna have to get you super far away. Here we go. I hope you can see them all right, but because they're black and I'm probably not the best outfit to show you because I've got a black top on, I've got the darts in it, and I'm just super, super happy. I basically just followed the darts that I have in my Gap jeans, which I absolutely love, and just got a really nice similar baggy fit. Here there are a couple of darts. Dart down the middle as well to create a bit more of a structure and a balloon shape. I have accidentally made this leg a bit longer than this one, but that's fixable. I'll fix that. I just can't bother to do it today. Yeah, I'm super, super happy with these trousers. They're so comfortable as well. They are a bit big and baggy, which I don't mind too much, but I think it's just because I was doing French seams. I was doing all sorts with the seam allowance, so it probably is a bit bigger than the size should have been, but I'd rather it be too big than too small personally. But that's them. But that is everything for this video. Thank you so, so much if you've made it to the end. I know it was a bit different than what I normally do, but next week we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. I have got the Tutti Frutti tea vlog coming out, and I will be looking for testers when that video comes out as well. Just a little secret. But yeah, I'm super happy with how everything turned out. I implore you to give sewing a little try if you haven't already. If you're a knitter, I feel like the two go hand in hand. It's making your own clothes and stuff, isn't it? Thank you again so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.